have entered the Arcade Cafe. Today in the cafe, I'm drinking another Big Daddy Bronco, baby.
2 weeks in a row with the Big Daddy.
I hope everybody loves that sound.
I don't. I hate it so much.
I am your host, Bryce Yoli, and I'm here with my pal and cousin-in-law, Caleb James, and more eloquent co-host, Caleb James. I screwed that up, and I apologize, Caleb James.
It's because you're not eloquent.
Precisely. Here in the Arcade Cafe lies an enthusiasm for my day job-sized answer to the full-length feature of Arcade Bookshop. We bring you our current thoughts on our video game progress, book progress, a little bit of video game news that's probably already a little old, occasional state of the podcast info, our wants, our needs, our private thoughts, our deepest, darkest secrets, and the sweet nothings Caleb whispers in the bedroom. We have a lot to talk about today, so we should probably just get started. So I hope you have your energy up after this hot day in Pennsylvania, Caleb, and let's get going.
Yeah, okay.
That's the spirit. First thing, if you're listening today, I hope you checked out our most recent episode of Arcade Bookshop on Stephen King's book On Writing. If you already checked it out and enjoyed it, stay tuned July 1st for the sister episode on Return of the Obra Dinn. It's a cool little game. And I thought those deconstructive episodes turned out pretty darn good.
Well, that's good to hear.
Yeah, I mean, we do our rambly conversational thing, but it's the On Writing one was cool, I think, because we got to talk about a book and how it relates to, like, directly relates to what we do. So I thought that was nice. But yeah, check those out. So let's just dive right into gaming news, because there's kind of a lot, because this past week was the Nintendo Direct.
Yay, I don't know what that is.
And that's like Nintendo's, last week we did our show on the, like the other video game showcases, like with PlayStation, Xbox, and whatnot.
Yeah, the other things I don't know what they are.
Yeah, so this is Nintendo's version of what you don't know.
Cool.
And basically, they just announced all the stuff that they've been working on that they keep secret, which is, I don't know how, like, all these other companies have leaks all the time, and people are always like, by the way, they're doing this, and then the company's like, fuck you. But Nintendo always keeps their shit locked tight, and then all of a sudden they let loose all this crazy information, and the amount of stuff that they came out with is remarkable to me. So
remarkable.
Yeah, let's just run down. So, and what I'm going to talk about here is only like a fraction of what they actually discussed and presented at the Direct. So, if you're looking on the video, you saw Caleb milking himself for a moment.
I should do that for the whole episode, every episode.
Ergo, Caleb's sweet nothings that he whispers in the bedroom.
I just want to show off my tie-dye shirt I'm wearing.
It's beautiful.
My wife made it with love for me.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
That's nice. Cool.
It's blue and yellow and orange. And Mario, Zelda. I don't remember the other game you showed me.
Yeah, so I'm starting off with Mario and Luigi Brotherhood.
Ooh.
It's good. I think they haven't made one of these Mario and Luigi games in like 10 years or something. But I think I had one for DS, I think. I can't even remember what it was. I played the beginning of it, but I never got very far with it. But I'm in the middle of Mario RPG Remake right now, and it's kind of way too easy. However, it is fun. It's starting to get a little bit challenging, but I just like these games. I realize that, like, I think original Mario was probably a lot more difficult, and especially if you think of us playing that fucking... what do you call it?
Birthday Mario or whatever, special birthday.
Yeah, the mod. Like, those are fucking hard. But, so, like, these games have gotten progressively easier over time, which is kind of frustrating, but...
Yeah, it's weird. They actually started off when they were made for just children. They were really difficult. Yeah, and then as hard. They progress for, let's aim it towards adults to play, too. And it's like, now they're just super fucking easy.
Yeah, so that's kind of annoying, but... I mean, they're still fun. I still like jumping into the Mario and Luigi, or the Super Mario world. and screwing around in there. And I never noticed before, now that I've played like a few games over the last year or so of Mario stuff, I never noticed how many characters they just fucking randomly make up. I thought there was like a group of core characters and enemies they always used, and just kind of recycled them. But they like make stuff up all the time. I guess I didn't really realize that for a long time. But anyway, Mario and Luigi Brotherhood. It looks really cool. It's kind of like it almost looks like an animated character design that you like. The world looks like that. It's almost like a cross between the 3D Marios and Paper Mario, if you can imagine that. But it looks really fun.
Paper Mario is what you're saying?
I mean, that's what Paper Mario is.
I mean,
it is 3D, so it's like
but
it's
you're
not
paper though, also, so you're 2D and 3D, right?
Right, but it's a 3D game, so this is like you're not paper in this. It's just you look like a cartoon more than like Anyway, it looks cool. Donkey Kong Country Returns HD. It's a remake of a 2010 Wii game that comes out January 16th, 2025. Oh, Mario and Luigi Brotherhood comes out November 7th this year. So that's soon. I never played the Donkey Kong game, but still cool. Legend of Zelda Echoes of Wisdom. This was a big one. It's the first I think so. The first mainline Zelda game where you actually play as Zelda.
As far as I know.
Yeah, I've never seen it before or played one like that. So,
but it looks like a little kid's game, like a cheap Nickelodeon show, like the animation.
I think, the character design looks like that, and I was thinking that too. It's kind of annoying to look at it like that.
It reminds me of the Harvest Moon remake they made when it was like, or no, even the Zelda remake they made. What was it? Was it Link to the Past, or was it something? No, it wasn't Link to the Past. Fuck.
It was the remake of that like a Link Between Worlds or something, or
that one. They redid it because I played that one. I beat that one, but then they remade it on like the DS or something, or maybe on the Switch. I don't remember, but it just looked real cartoony, and I hate that style. I don't like it.
I'm partial to it because I like the way the world looks. I think the characters just kind of look annoying to me. They look like fucking Weeble Wobbles or something.
Yeah, but it's just like like the Breath of the Wild, so cool looking, almost Grand Theft Auto like. But then you go back and they just always do that. They just go back and make the Zelda games real kid looking. Like, I don't know.
I know, but on the same token, I'm always a larger proponent to more classic style games. So the fact that it's another top-down game really appeals to me because I always prefer those over.
I do like that it's
a
top-down. Yeah, that's cool.
I think, I know it's annoying to look at, but I really think it's still going to be a really good game. And I think I heard that a lot of the world design that we've seen makes it seem as though it's in a Hyrule that we're familiar with already, or maybe a conjunction of some that we know already. Like, I'm guessing. The fact that they're saying that makes me think it's probably the same world as A Link to the Past. And the Ganon looks like that one too.
Yeah.
Like that Ganon. So, it looks really cool. I'm excited, and it'll actually make the title make sense because, it's always called Zelda, but you never really do anything with Zelda till like key moments. But yeah, that comes out September 26, 2024. It's shocking to me that they are. I mean, I know that it's not as big, but it's still shocking to me that they're coming out with another Zelda barely a year after Tears of the Kingdom came out.
Maybe that's why it looks the way it does, because it seems like when they do these releases close together, they try to change the game. Hold on, because the Tears of the Kingdom, that was more intricate, wasn't it?
Oh yeah, it was like Breath of the Wild, but even bigger. But it was also
that the one where you could like move shit?
Yeah.
I never played that one. Yeah, so that one, like, fucking cool looking. And they're like, well, let's just put out one that looks like little Lego people. And I was like, okay. Dorks.
I still think it's gonna be cool though. Did you watch the gameplay or just watch or see images of it?
I was just looking at the image. I didn't watch the gameplay because I don't want no game where you're playing as a woman. Yuck. Not for me. New Grand Theft Auto. You're a voluptuous Latina lady. I don't like that. I want to be a dude. I can only play as dude characters.
Yeah. I mean,
this is Tomb Raider because she got knockers.
You can't, if you're one kind of thing, you can't do anything with the other kind of thing.
No, sirree, Bob.
No, it just doesn't work that way.
Not allowed.
So, but I'm going to get to this a little bit more later, but it's frustrating because I have Tears of the Kingdom, but I haven't even beaten Breath of the Wild yet, and I just got Tears of the Kingdom for Christmas, and I haven't even opened it yet. And these games that I want to play are just fucking piling up. So we'll get to that a little later. But next, Stray is coming to Nintendo Switch. I wish that would have come to the Switch earlier so that I could have played it on there. It was nice playing on the PlayStations. I don't play a whole lot of games on it, but on the PS5. It
sounds like you got systems and games for no reason because you never play them.
I know.
What a waste of money.
It's frustrating, but I like doing stuff on my Switch because I can do it wherever. I can do it comfortably wherever I am, wherever I want to be. And with the PlayStation, I have to coordinate my time. It's really fucking annoying. Super Mario Party Jamboree. I don't think I've heard of Super Mario Party in a while.
It's been a minute. Yeah, I'm assuming they do one every single year probably, but we just don't know.
Maybe, but I don't know. I haven't heard about one in a little bit. That comes out October 17th this year. It looks good. I don't really play those anymore because I played them a little bit when I had friends to do it with. And that was a blast, but I don't really get together with anybody who loves playing that kind of stuff anymore. But if I did, I would definitely play it. All of the characters you're thinking of right now are in there, as far as I know. I think there's 110 different mini games.
Jesus.
It looks pretty solid. And the big one. You remember the big one?
How is Zelda not the big one?
Oh, people have been waiting for this one for a long time.
Okay.
Metroid Prime 4 Beyond. Yeah. That comes out sometime in 2025.
Do you think Metroid is more popular than Zelda? Or do you just because there's more Zelda releases?
Yeah, I think
hyped.
I think Zelda is more popular, but I think Metroid is definitely fewer and further between in releases. So and I think Prime, the next game in the Prime series, has been highly anticipated for years. So because 3 was still on the GameCube, I think.
Yeah, it was a long time ago.
So that was ages. And the last one that came out was Dread, which was excellent. And that was only 2 years ago, but people have been wanting a Prime for a long time. So it looks really good. However, I have to admit, I have only played a little bit of, I think, the first Prime. And I played a little bit of one of those shitty DS ones. Mm-hmm. But I just don't kind of back to the Zelda thing. I don't love the immersive 3D realistic version of Metroid. Typically I think usually I feel the opposite, and I don't know if it's a Nintendo thing or if it's just these certain IPs, but I guess specifically with Metroid, I'll say I feel like when you get inside the world and it's it's like as if you are Samus and you're seeing all these enemies and you're shooting at them and like you're fucking James Bond or something.
Mm-hmm.
It looks cheesy. It's cool, and I will say it's cool to traverse the planet, especially like in the morph ball and stuff, in that way. But when you come up against the enemies, like mostly, I think it looks dumb, especially the ones that look like anthropomorphic.
Yeah,
it just looks cartoony, and I don't know. Do you have any thoughts on that?
Well, it's weird that you have games that have been around for like 35, almost 40 years. So you're playing games that have been around longer than you've been alive. And it's just kind of strange that, you got to see it progress to what they are now. So you can't easily get stuck in, oh, I only like it when it was, the platformer in 2D, or I like it this way, the top down. Like you could fall into, I want my Mario games to look like this, and when they try something new, I don't like it. It's too different. I don't know. I really don't give a shit one way or the other, as long as they're fun. But I don't like when they look like Legos or Minecraft or some fucking stupid. Oh, we had this cool world, but the characters look like fucking little cartoon things. It's stupid. It's dumb.
Speaking of which, did you see? Are you familiar with the Horizon games?
I know the name.
It has that redheaded girl with the long, like, kind of braided hair.
Big knockers or little knockers?
I think little. I think
it doesn't sound like something I'd play. I don't remember.
It's like there's like robot dinosaur kind of thing looking things. I don't know, but
sounds stupid.
They made that. I think it's like a new story, but they made that world into a Lego game also for Nintendo.
Why's everything gonna be fucking Lego?
I don't know. I hear that some of those series though are very good. I forget. I don't know if it was like Marvel or I think it was
Lego Batman.
Might have been. Yeah, it might have been Batman. I think I heard those were really good.
So why's it gotta be Lego though? That's the thing
that
would turn me off.
I don't really get it. Yeah, I don't really know.
Lego Horizon.
I don't rightly know. It looks cool. I just can't imagine it being more fun than the original games because they were awesome. I mean, I only played the first one, but it was cool. While you're looking that up, I'll just say I'm looking forward to all of this stuff. And there is, that was probably like 40 or 50% of what they came out with at the Nintendo Direct. So if you're listening to this, it's probably not the first thing you're listening to that's talking about the Nintendo Direct, but go look at the video or whatever that lists all of the stuff that came out. There's a lot of other cool looking stuff that I just didn't feel like talking about because I don't really know anything about it. But yeah, if I had time, I would have made a list of like honorable mentions, but other cool stuff there. Go check it out. But speaking of all these great video games coming out and that have come out in the last 20 years that I haven't played,
really?
I'd like to talk about something that is weighing me down.
Erectile dysfunction, finally. Bring it into the light. Let's discuss.
I can't make the pee-pee work.
Oh, no.
And I can't make it work because I enjoy video games.
That's usually what happens. You become addicted to video games and then your boners don't happen anymore because you lose all your testosterone.
But I enjoy video games, I enjoy books, and it's literally the thesis of our podcast to bring those two together. But however, I'm so tired all the time that I'm just not getting to my reading. I'm still writing a little bit, but I'm not as much as I'd like to. And it's because I have two jobs, and I'm tired all the time. I gotta have both jobs. So I don't know what to do. I I have to like force myself to create the time to do the reading and the writing, because otherwise I just won't get to it. But I like every day it's like I get to a point where I have free time and I'm like, I'm fucking brain dead. And are you still there?
Why don't you just get the sketchy gas station dick pills?
Yeah.
Well, I was like full of energy then. Isn't that what those do?
Well, my next point was that
pretty much just
it's almost like I have to get to a point and make myself not fall asleep. And in order to make myself not fall asleep, I usually get myself hopped up on caffeine. But that's a caveat, because I end up over caffeinating in order to get more things done. So what happens for me is that I get hopped up for a few minutes on the caffeine, but then I just fucking plummet to the ground. and then overall it creates this cycle of just being more tired because I had too much caffeine and I haven't like let it cycle out of my system, or whatever the word is. My body hasn't cleansed, so it's like, and then the next problem is that if I don't have enough caffeine, I'll get a fucking headache. So it's like I can't figure out how to make all this stuff work, and I really just want to be able to. I haven't read nearly enough as I wanted to this year.
Why don't you just quit your jobs?
Yeah.
I don't know why you're doing that. That's fucking stupid. You don't like it, so why are you doing it? Stupid.
I'm starting to enjoy it a little more. I just picked up a shift yesterday evening because somebody needed help, and I just wanted to help out, and I wanted, and I'm going home this weekend for a family reunion, and I lose my train of thought. I figured since I'm not working this weekend, I wanted to get a few more hours if it's possible. So I picked that up. But yeah, I get so tired all the time. So it's like I'm tired. I'm just gonna play video games, or I'm just gonna watch TV or something that isn't productive. But it's overwhelming. I don't know how to manage it. I don't know how to management. So. So what's the answer? Like I
already told you the answer. Gas station dick pills. Shoot you up full of energy, natural energy, I'm sure, and then you'll be super productive and have a raging boner. All problems fixed.
That is appealing. Can I still drink my Big Daddy Bronco on the dick pills?
No, absolutely not. It's counterintuitive.
I don't know if that's I don't know if it's a negotiation I'm willing to
It's fair.
Have. But okay. I guess I'll just have to figure it out.
I guess you could start taking like Adderall or something. Isn't that what writers do? They take a lot of Adderall, maybe. And then they just get all hyper focused and they do all this work.
I don't know. But that's a topic that I wanted to talk about today. I don't really have time to, but writing, but because I wanted to talk about some of my thoughts on that, but I don't know if we have time. But I think I'm just frustrated because I have these big games I want to play. Like I want to finish Breath of the Wild, Tears of the Kingdom. I want to play Hogwarts,
Fear and Hunger.
And I'm still trying to get through Fear and Hunger. I kind of switched to Mario RPG just for like something easy and kind of almost passive to play. But yeah, it's just hard when you're tired all the time. But I'll move on. Let's talk podcast updates. I've been talking about the fact that I was going to bring this up for like 2 weeks, so here it is. After the next after the next core episode of Arcade Bookshop on Return of the Obra Dinn, Caleb and I will be taking a brief hiatus from recording new core episodes. So what does that mean? We still have some plans for interviews and new episodes and stuff in the works. Maybe some things will drop in the meantime, but we're going to be taking some time to... Oh, also, we're still going to be doing our Arcade Cafe. So this show is still going to be around weekly because this is like a news casual update show. But we're going to be taking some time to reformat the format of Arcade Bookshop, the main feature of this podcast. We're going to strip it down to its bones, get it nice and naked and sexy, and we're going to kick that fat to the side, and we're going to come on back. We're going to slap its ass back in October of 2024, and Caleb is sticking his finger through his hands again. But in October, we're going to come back with a brand new Slim and Sleek Season 2 of Arcade Bookshop.
Slim and Sleek
Season 2 of Arcade Bookshop. So here's the thing. This is why we're doing this. Our goal has always been to make this fun, relatively educational.
Boner-tastic is the word you're looking for.
Yes, boner-tastic. But some of my efforts to make the show better ultimately made it way too much fucking work. And it took a lot of the fun away. So I want this show, A, I want it to always be fun for us. B, I want it to always be a fun listen for anybody who wants to, just pop in. And C, I want to bring the readers and the gamers together in one place, easily accessible, and create that new community. Yeah. So I think over the last year, we've garnered a lot of interest in the idea of Arcade Bookshop, of talking about video game stories and like their literary merits. So I hope that Season 2 of Arcade Bookshop can keep that ball rolling and maybe like move it even faster. So yeah, we trimmed it down. We're going to come back with something more focused and a better presentation, and we can't wait to see you there. What do you think, Caleb?
Sounds like a plan, man, with some boner pills.
So over the next couple of months, we're going to be planning episodes for Season 2. So if anyone has any ideas for games, books, or game and book pairings for our episodes that you'd like to hear us talk about, you can reach out to us. You can find us on Instagram at arcade_bookshop. I manage that, so you can just send me a message, anybody. Or you can email us at arcadebookshop@gmail.com. I'd be happy to hear what you want to hear us screw up.
Yeah, what he said. Maybe the next time we do an episode, I will not have worked in a heat wave all day and feel like dog shit.
Amen. It's a scorcher out there. This early June or mid-June, I guess.
Fucking awful.
Okay. Well, I got through that faster than I anticipated. So, anything new you're into? Games or books?
Oh man, I was gonna get real perverted. No, games and books wise.
Or in the bedroom.
No, you don't want to hear about that.
Now I kind of do.
Ooh, well, that'll be the Patreon only episode. I don't know. I got writing stuff, but yeah, reading stuff is just the same thing I talked about last week.
Well, what's the writing stuff?
I'm writing. I'm finishing one story I was going to abandon, but I decided to finish it, and I think it'll be all right. And I already got some people interested in my House of Shit story that's going to be in readings from Cursed Room 301 by Mad X Media, which comes out in July. So that's cool that people seem to like House of Shit. It's a very stupid story.
Yeah. That's fun. Well, I started submitting again a little bit. It's kind of a hard time of year to do it. I feel like now is when things start shutting down more than opening up. So it's a weird time. I'm just I'll bring it up next episode. I don't want to run this too long, but that's what I've got going on. I'm still reading the same shit because, like I said, I can't get to it. And I think that's the show.
Yay.
All right. Thank you, everybody, for listening. Stay tuned next Friday, June 28th, for another edition of Arcade Cafe. That's this show. Where we're talking right now. It's Arcade Cafe.
Cafe.
And you can have a drink with us.
That's what I did. I drank a bunch of brown, and you know what? I still am tired.
Coffee? Or shit?
It was coffee concentrate, and it did nothing. I feel more tired than when I drank it.
This weekend when I was working at the cafe, I was testing a bunch of espresso because we were trying to like dial it in and make it taste more like how I think it should taste. And I tested so much that my palate just got like fucking wrung out, and my body was just like, you're done. It's like, well, no, it's like I got jittery for like a blip, and then I just shut down. Like there's a point where you have so much espresso that it does the complete opposite. It just like runs you down. But yeah, so yeah, well, come on back next week, everybody. You can have a drink with us, mellow out every Friday. You have just spent some time in the Arcade Cafe, and I hope you enjoyed yourself. I hope you enjoyed yourself too, Caleb. I am Bryce Yoli with my pal and cousin-in-law, Caleb James, and we will see you next week.